Hari Om. Let us start. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo, Maheshwara, Guru Sakshal, Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri, Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri, Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri, Gurave Namaha. Om सिन्दूरारुणविग्रहां त्रिनयनां माणिक्यमौलिस्फुरत्तारानायकशेखरां स्मितमुखीमाबीनवक्षोरुहां पाणिभ्यामणिपूर्णरत्नदशकं रक्तोत्पलं बिभ्रतीं सौम्यां रत्नगणस्थरक्तचरणां ध्यायेत् परामम्बिकां ध्यायेत् पद्मासनस्थां विकसितवदनां पद्मपत्राय दाक्षीं हेमाभां पीतवस्त्रां करकलितलसत् हेमपद्मां वराङ्गीं सर्वालङ्कारयुक्तां सततमवयदां भक्तनम्रां भवानीं श्रीविद्यां शान्तमूर्तिं सकलसुरनुतां सर्वसम्पत्प्रदात्रीं सकुङ्कुमविलेपनामणिकचुम्बिकस्तूरिकां समन्दादिदेशणां सदरजाववाशाङ्कुशाम् अशेषजनमोहिनीं अरुणमाल्यभूषोज्ज्वलां जवाकुसुमवासुरां जपविदौ स्मरेदम्बिकाम् अरुणां करुणातरङ्गिताक्षीं धृतवाशाङ्कुशपुष्पबाणजावाम् अणिमादिविरावृतां मयूखैः अहमित्येव विभावये महेशीम् ॐ पराशक्ति नमः ॐ पराशक्ति नमः ॐ पराशक्ति नमः. So today we will do from 3:31 till 3:45. Om Varadaye Namaha, Om Vamanayanaye Namaha, Om Varuni Madavihvalaye Namaha, Om Vishwadikaye Namaha, Om Vedavedyaye Namaha, Om Vindhyachalanivasinye Namaha, Om Vidatre Namaha, Om Vedajananye Namaha, Om Vishnumayaye Namaha, Om Vilasinye Namaha, Om Kshetraswarupaye Namaha, Om Kshetreshye Namaha, Om Kshetrakshetrajnabalinye Namaha, Om Kshayavriddhivinirmuktaye Namaha, Om Kshetrapalasamarchitaye Namaha. So the first name is Om Varadaye Namaha or Varada, the name Varada. Again, we have seen these beautiful names, especially amongst the newer generation. Even though there are names like Chintu, Pintu, and all that, but there are people who actually give proper Sanskrit names, and this name Varada is a name I have also come across as a friend's daughter whose name is Varada. What this means is she who grants boons generously, Varada. So Vara in that means boon, and Ada is referring to the somebody who gives or gives back to devotees. In this particular case, gives back to devotees. Yeah. So this is, and what is given back is from the exalted or the highest state, and she gives back the best to her devotees. So there is one thing which, if you will notice in the image of Lalitha Tripura Sundari, the image of Lalitha Tripura Sundari does not have Varada Hasta. the Varada Hasta is not there. So, which basically means you will see that she does not raise her hand. Her hand is not raised, because most of the Devis, you will see that the hand is raised. But in the case of Lalitha Tripura Sundari, her hand is not raised. You get grace from her eyes, you get grace from her feet. Grace is given from her eyes, and the grace is given from her feet. So that is where the grace is actually given from. And what is given as a boon from Devi? What is given as a boon from Devi is moksha. Moksha is what is given as a boon from Devi, the highest boon, which is liberation. Devi fulfills all the desires of the devas, and therefore she is celebrated as Varada, the bestower of what is chosen. Yeah. Then in Saundarya Lahari, Shankaracharya talks about the fact that other divinities, we talked of this Varada Hasta, other divinities use their hands to protect their devotees, O Devi. But as far as you are concerned, you alone do not do this act. Shankaracharya is saying, you do not do this act of raising your hand. You don't raise your hand. It is just your feet. Your feet is capable of protecting from fear and granting more than what we wish for. So just complete surrender, Purna or Sampurna Sharanagati at the feet of Lalitha Tripura Sundari Devi will ensure that you are protected. You don't need to look for Devi's hands for her to bless you with her hand. And when there is another aspect of when we should be praying to Devi. They say that if you pray to Devi on the date of Navami, on Navami, which is the 9th day of the lunar half month, that is extremely beneficial. You praying to Devi on Navami is extremely beneficial. It is not that the other days will not give you value, but Navami is extremely beneficial, and if you do it with extreme concentration, she will become the bestower of all boons. All your concerns, all your requests to Devi will be granted by Devi. Varada. The next one, Vamanayanaye Namaha. Om Vamanayanaye Namaha. So she who has beautiful eyes. She has very beautiful eyes. That is what Vamanayana means. Now there are several meanings of Vama. Now there is a Vama refers to the Vama Bhaga. Vama Bhaga. So Vama also means left side. So in fact in the Keralite culture, when you talk of Vama Bhagam, it refers to the wife. Vama Bhagam refers to the wife, and Devi is on the left side. So she is referred to the person on the left, and therefore for the husband, the Devi is the wife is the Devi. Wife is the Devi. Now, if you see this is something which is generally enforced in Kerala, Kerala especially marriages and all that. When they stand, they say that the lady should stand to the left. But in some other cultures, and that is now coming into Kerala also, they say that the wife is always right. So therefore, the lady should stand to the right. That is always the case. Wife is always right. Wife is never wrong. Yeah. So therefore, so whatever the wife says is gospel truth, and you can find out when you go into every house. You can find out who has got the remote control. You will know that that person is the person who is controlling the home. So if the remote control is with the wife, then you will realize that by understanding which channels are being played on the television. So the wife is the boss of the house. So it is like what the husband says, I am the boss of the house and I have my wife's permission to say so. So you should understand that. All the men, you please tell all these things to your spouses, so that they also understand these things. Devi knew it then itself. Lalitha Sahasranamam itself said all these things. Now there is no point in us repeating it now. So Vama means beautiful, and Nayana refers to the eyes. So, and what does Devi do with her eyes? Devi shows the way. Devi shows the way. She does not have to do much with her eyes. Just a glance of the eyes and Shiva is working. Shiva is doing his job. Yeah, so it is like going into an office and what is that? The boss is around, and the boss just looks, then automatically everything will fall in place. Just by one look of the boss, everything works. One look of Devi, and Shiva is working. Shiva is doing what he is supposed to do. So this is Vama Nayana. Yeah, she leads devotees in this path. So this is what this refers to, and there is also another aspect which is Vama Marga. Vama Marga. Vama Marga is the path of Tantra, which is the left side path of Tantra Shastra. And this left side path of Tantra Shastra refers to the internal energy awakening. Internal energy awakening. So this is what this also refers to. There is another meaning also, which is the if you look at the eye, Vama Nayana refers to the left eye, and the left eye is the eye which refers to the moon. So you have two parts. One is the Ida Nadi, the Pingala Nadi. Similarly, the left eye refers to the moon, the right eye refers to the sun. What is the moon? Moon is cool. Moon is cool. Moon is comforting. Right eye is hot. So the right eye refers to extreme heat, whereas the moon is comforting. Like that, Devi is comforting. She is comforting. That the left eye refers to the comforting nature of Devi. So that is also called as Vama Nayana. 333. Varuni Madavihvala. Varuni Madavihvalayai Namaha. So Varuni is referring to what is called as honey wine. Honey wine. That is what Varuni refers to. So this is the spirits extracted from dates. Spirits extracted from dates is called as Varuni, and this was very dear to Varuna as well. So therefore this is called as Varuni. Varuni Mada. Mada means intoxicated. Vihvala, she is somebody who is overwhelmed or absorbed by this spirits. She who is intoxicated by Varuni. This is what this refers to. So this can be an intoxicating liquor. It is a juice of we call as Somarasa. Somarasa, people use Somarasa in a very sophisticated way to refer to modern day alcohol. And what were you doing in the evening? I was having Somarasa. So this is Somarasa is more spiritual. So Somarasa is not referred to in the modern sense of the term. Okay, so that is something that we need to understand. So what this refers to is not the physical alcohol in this particular case. This refers to the spiritual bliss. This refers to spiritual bliss. So Devi is intoxicated by this spiritual bliss, and she revels in this intoxicating bliss of the Supreme, forgetting the affairs of the universe. She forgets what is there in the universe, and she is intoxicated by this bliss. Now there is another way of analyzing this word. This is Varuni Mata Vihvala. So Varuni Mata plus Avihvala. So Varuni Mata is one who belongs to the region of Varuna. And where is Varuna? Varuna is the ocean. And who is in that ocean? In that ocean is Ananta. Ananta is the great serpent. And what is Ananta doing? Ananta is supporting the universe. Ananta is supporting the world. In that state, there is the second half of which is Avihvala. Avihvala refers to somebody who is unperturbed, who is not perturbed, somebody who is completely at ease and at peace even in any state. So Varuni Madavihvala refers to Ananta, who is in Varuna, who is in a state of complete calmness. He is completely calm, whatever happens. So this is the equivalent is Devi, and Devi is also like Varuni Mata Avihvala. She is a person who is completely at peace, whatever the condition. She doesn't get perturbed at all. And where does Adisesha, where does Ananta get his strength from? Ananta gets his strength also from Devi. Ananta also gets his strength from Devi. So this is also another interpretation of Varuni Madavihvalayai Namaha. Vishwadikayai Namaha. Yeah, Vishwadika, she who transcends the universe. So she goes beyond the universe. She is before the universe. She is after the universe as well. So they say that the universe manifests itself from Devi. She is beyond time, space, and matter. She is somebody who's beyond all the different tattvas, all the way leading up to Lord Shiva. She is well beyond all these things. Now, this does not refer to the actual extent. What this means is that she is the power that supports the entire universe. She supports the entire solar system, and she is not just the power. She is the person who provides the power as well. So this is going well beyond, she transcends all aspects related to the universe. So even before the universe came into being, Devi was present. So that is what this refers to. Vishwadikayai Namaha. Veda Vedyayai Namaha. Om Veda Vedyayai Namaha. So she is known through the Vedas. Veda Vedyayai Namaha. She who is known through the Vedas. Now, there is an earlier Chintamani Grihantasta. If you remember, Chintamani Grihantasta Yai Namaha. This was mantra number 57. Chintamani Grihantasta. This Chintamani Griha had 4 doors. This Chintamani Griha had 4 doors. And these 4 doors are considered to be the 4 Vedas. These 4 Vedas are the 4 doors to this mansion. So Devi has to be seen through these 4 doors, which means you have to learn the 4 Vedas if you want to get to understand Devi even more. Now, the eastern quarter is part of Rig Veda. The southern quarter is Yajur Veda, and the north belongs to Sama Veda, and the west belongs to Atharva Veda. So these are the 4 areas of the house of Devi, or this Chintamani Griha. Now, the presiding deities are Shuddha Vidya and their attendants, Saundarya Vidya and attendants, Turyamba and attendants, and Lopa Mudra and attendants for all these 4 Vedas. All these 4 Devatas, all these 4 Vedas, it is through them that we get to see Devi. So you need to see Devi. This is the only way you can do it. There are no shortcuts. We talked about this before. No shortcuts. No 10,000 rupee shortcut to get your Sri Vidya initiation. No, it doesn't work like that. The next one is Vindhyachala Nivasinyai Namaha. Vindhyachala Nivasinyai Namaha. Now, who is Vindhyachala? Vindhyachala means the person who is staying in Vindhya mountains. The person who is staying in the Vindhya mountains. So, this Vindhya mountains there are several meanings associated with this particular name. Now, one particular name is referring to Yogamaya. You remember Yogamaya? Yogamaya was the person who appeared and disappeared when Kamsa tried to kill the baby, and that was Yogamaya who appeared and disappeared. She revealed her true form to Kamsa, and in the form of in several thousands of hands, and she went and took place in Vindhyachala mountains. This is what is said as far as Vindhyachala Nivasinyai. There is another aspect, which is that the Vindhya mountains are like barriers inside your body. The Vindhya mountains are like barriers inside your body, and your Kundalini Shakti has to break through these barriers if it has to go up and reach the Sahasrara Chakra to meet Sadashiva or Lord Shiva. So to reach that, so she breaks those barriers and gets past to ensure that people can achieve and experience eternal bliss. There is a place of worship called Vindhyachal, and this is in Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh, and we were fortunate I think this was last year.
Last
Year,
year. During Kumbh Mela.
during the Mahakumbh, we went there, and one of our friends took us to this place, to this Vindhyachal, and in fact, it is his Kuladevata as well. It is his Kuladevata as well. We were very fortunate to have darshan of Devi. It is a Siddha Pita. This is a Siddha Pita, and this is a place where at the same time Devi is worshipped as Saraswati, Kali, and Mahalakshmi at the same time. If you go to Chotanikara, in Chotanikara, you will get the darshan of Devi as Saraswati in the morning, and then Devi as Mahalakshmi, I think in the evening, afternoon or evening, and in the at Trisandhya, she is Durga or Kali. So this is the way she is, and it is only after this Durga worship that we have this the puja at the Kirkavu in Chotanikara. It is only after this that you have the puja at the Kirkavu, where you do this puja such as Pandrandu Patratil Guridi and all these pujas. Guridi puja happens only after the Durga perspective of Devi. So in Vindhyachal, Devi is seen in all three forms simultaneously. It is a brilliant, it was a very brilliant what is that depiction of Devi, and I can still remember the form of Devi which we have seen there. It is something that everybody should experience. It's an extremely crowded temple. We were fortunate that we managed to get through. We got a darshan with a bit of difficulty, of course. So there is another perspective also, that Devi slew the Asura. She killed the Asuras Shumbha and Nishumbha in the Vindhya mountains, and she took up residence on that mountain in accordance with the wishes of her devotees. So she was in the Vindhyachala mountains, and that is depicted in this Vindhyachal temple. Vindhyachal temple. So Vindhyachala Nivasanyai Namaha. Vidatri. Now, Vidata means somebody who creates or ordains. And what is that? Vidata. That is Vida, means somebody who creates or ordains. And Tra refers to place or put on hold, support or judge. And Tri refers to the feminine version. Vidatra and Vidatri refers to the feminine version. So she is the person who's involved in the destruction and distribution of supreme bliss as well. She who creates and sustains the universe. That's what is the literal meaning of Vidatri. She who creates and sustains this universe. Devi is a special mother. Whatever happens, she is completely immersed in love with her devotees. She has complete bliss which overflows towards all of her devotees, maternal love and compassion. She has complete compassion for all of her devotees. There is another meaning of this, which is the fact that she is the wife of Vidata. Vidata refers to Brahma, which is the creator. Yeah, she is the wife of Vidata, and therefore she is Vidatri. So this is the other version. There is a third meaning, which is Datri. Datri refers to Amla, gooseberry. So that is the Ayurvedic perspective, which is that Datri is referring to Amla. And what is Amla? Amla is something that it cures all your doshas. It cures all your doshas. So therefore, an amla is considered to be a superfruit, right? So she is like the mother of fruits. She is a person who gives that level of takes care of people by appearing in the form of that fruit. Which fruit is it? The amla fruit. So then they say that Devi is especially fond of this fruit. So tomorrow the sale of amlas will go up from our group. Yeah, people will buy amlas, like what happened with this Melody toffee also. Modi apparently gave that Melody toffee and I was reading somewhere that the sale of this Melody toffee went up 7,400% overnight. 7,400% because Modi turned around and displayed this Melody toffee, completely ran out. On Instamart, Melody toffee is not available. People have completely started buying this just to understand what this Melody toffee is all about. Veda Jananyai Namaha. She who is the mother of the Vedas. So they say that the Vedas are Brahma's breath. So the Rig Veda and Yajur Veda are the breath that come out of Lord Brahma. So all this is part of Veda. I mean, all these Vedas are part of Devi. She is the mother of the Vedas. 339. Vishnu Mayayai Namaha. Vishnu Maya, she is the illusory power of Vishnu. Lord Vishnu's illusory power is Devi. So who is Vishnu? Vishnu is the one who covers the entire universe. So in the Gita, Lord Krishna says, this divine illusion of mind made of the gunas is hard to surmount. Those who take refuge in none other than me cross over this illusion. What is this illusion? This illusion of Maya. Yeah. So there is another statement later in the Kaliga Purana that states that Vishnu Maya is that which makes everything manifested and unmanifested according to the Trigunas, according to Sattva, Rajo and the Tamo Gunas. So depending on that, this the Vishnu Maya is either manifested or unmanifested. Yeah. So what this Maya means is that Maya does not mean that something does not exist. Maya does not mean it is not something that does not exist. It is that which is not what it appears to be. So it is like an oasis. You think it is there, but it is not there. So it is a Maya. It's a mirage. Sorry, not an oasis. It's not an oasis. It's a mirage. Yeah. So this is what Maya is referring to here. Yeah. So and it is part of Vishnu as well. So what this also can mean is that one who subjects even Vishnu to her Maya, to Devi's Maya. That is another perspective of the word Vishnu Mayayai Namaha. Om Vilasinyai Namaha. Devi is somebody who is considered to be extremely playful. Extremely playful. Yeah. So creation, maintenance, and dissolution are part of her playfulness. So Vilasa is the power of projection under Maya, and this power conceals the real truth and dilutes the mind by projecting the visible universe of names and forms. They say that Vilasini is the person who resides in Vila, which is the Brahmarandra in the 1,000-petaled lotus. Hiding in this Brahmarandra, Devi is hiding in this place and merges with Sadashiva and indulges in play. Sushumna is a nadi that starts at the base and goes straight. Sushumna goes straight. Ida rotates in one direction and Pingala rotates in the other direction. When Ida and Pingala are balanced, Sushumna opens up, starts at the Mooladhara and goes all the way till the top. And the soul leaves by breaking through the Brahmarandra. Devi dwells in the Brahmarandra and she is attended to by crores of Rudra. So this is Vilasini. In the form of Vilasini, she stays at in that particular place, which is the Brahmarandra in the 1,000-petaled lotus. Where does she stay? 341. Kshetra Swarupa. Kshetra refers to the soul. Now, what is that? The Kshetra comes from the word Kshat. Kshat basically means destruction and Tra means protection. So she protects against the destruction or that which is undestructible, and that refers to what? Refers to the the soul. Now, all the forms of tattvas are there inside the body of Devi. All the different forms, all the different tattvas are represented in Devi. And they say that Devi is the Kshetrajna. We'll come to Kshetrajna later as well. Yeah. So, what this refers to is that Kshetra Swarupa refers to Devi as the person who protects the soul. If you look at the body, we are the physical form is the body. Inside the body is the soul. So Devi is the indestructible form which is inside the body. The body is subject to decay. Body is subject to decay. But what that decay refers to is that nothing is permanent. What is permanent? Permanence is only determined by the soul. The soul is always permanent. So that is what this refers to, Kshetra Swarupa, and she who is somebody who is actually permanent, cannot be destroyed. Kshetreshi 342. She who is the wife of Shiva. Shiva is the Kshetresha, the Lord of matter, the body of all beings. Yeah. So she is herself the ruler of matter, of the body of all beings. So she is the ruler of matter and of the body of all beings. And Acharya Shankara talks about there is a treatise called as Dashasloki. In Dashasloki, he says, I am neither earth nor water, nor fire nor air, nor ether, nor sense organs, nor the aggregate of all these, for all these are transient, variable by nature, while the self is that whose existence is proved by the unique experience of deep sleep. Turiya. Turiya is where Devi is. I am the one auspicious and pure that alone remains. What is that which remains alone? That is the soul. Kshetreshi. Kshetrajna Palini. Now this goes beyond Kshetra, goes from Kshetra to Kshetrajna. Kshetrajna refers to the body. So the physical Kshetra is the soul aspect. The Kshetrajna goes beyond the soul aspect. She goes beyond to state that she is the protector of matter, the knower of matter, and therefore the protector of body and soul. She is the protector of body and soul. This is what Kshetrajna Palini means. So the body is known in the world as the field or the Kshetra. Body is the field, which is the temple, and this is where the temple of the soul lies. And in the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, this body, O son of Kunti, is called the field or the Kshetra, and he who knows it is called as the knower of the field, Kshetrajna, by those who know them. So she is the body is called as Kshetra, and the one who knows this is called as the Kshetrajna. So this is what Kshetrajna Palini talks about. There is one more aspect of this, the fact that Kshetras are bodies and the soul is united with them, and the enjoyer according to his pleasures is the Kshetrajna. Somebody who actually understands the fact that the soul is within the body and who enjoys this particular aspect of understanding is called as the Kshetrajna. Yeah. Now, truth is not the body, but the soul inhabiting the body. Devi gives protection to both Kshetra and Kshetrajna. That is the most important aspect. Devi takes care of both the soul and the body that understands that this is the soul, which is the Kshetrajna. So this is Kshetrajna Palini. The next one, Chaya Vriddhi Vinirmukta. All things in this world, she who is free from growth and decay. That's what this means. Shaya Vriddhi Vinirmukta. She who is free from growth and decay. So all things in this world are subjected to 6 forms of change. Changes can happen to all forms of all aspects. All animate aspects will go through change constantly, which is birth, existence, growth, transformation, decay, and death. Everyone goes through these aspects. Devi is not touched by any of these things. Devi is not impacted by any of these aspects. We are again referring to the Bhagavad Gita. What it says that him weapons cut not. Him refers to Lord Krishna. Him weapons cut not. Him fire burns not. Him water wets not. Him wind dries not. He cannot be cut, nor burned, nor wetted, nor dried up. He is everlasting, all pervading, and eternal. This refers to Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna. Yeah. So Devi is the Paramatman, and Devi is eternal, and therefore has no growth, has no decay. You cannot get rid of Devi. You cannot make sure that Devi grows. She is there. She is permanent, and she is there within each and every person on this planet. Each and every aspect of life, animate aspect and inanimate aspect, Devi is present. He does not grow or weaken due to action. He neither grows from good actions nor weakens from evil ones. This is what Devi is about. Kshetrapala Samarchita, 345. She who is worshipped by Kshetrapala. Om Kshetrapala Samarchitayai Namaha. Now, when Devi killed all the demons, Devi was still in a state of complete anger. So the concern was they wanted to find a way to appease her. They wanted to find a way to appease the anger of Devi. What Shiva did was, Shiva took the form of an infant. Now, when an infant comes and the infant is lying in front of a mother, which mother will not be melted in that situation? When you see an infant and the infant is crying out loud, automatically Devi came and took the infant, and once she took the infant, her anger came down. She suckled the baby, gave the baby her milk, and along with that milk, her anger also went away. So this form of infant that Shiva took is called as Kshetrapala. This is called as Kshetrapala. And the mantra means that Devi is worshipped by this Kshetrapala. This Kshetrapala. Now, Kshetra is the body. We talked about it. Kshetra is the body, and Kshetrapala is the protector of the body. Kshetrapala is the protector of the body, which is the samsara bound Jiva. The Jiva is the worshipper, and Devi is worshipped by this Jiva. Devi is worshipped by this Jiva. Now, this is the site of all sacrificial ceremonies, such as if you go to a temple is a kshetra, and this is the place where all these yagas, pujas, all these things happen. And Devi is person who is worshipped by the palas, the people who take care of this space as well. That's another meaning, another version of Kshetrapala Samarchita. Archita means who's taken care of, or the person who's who ensures that these places are kept in order. So with this we cover 345, which was our target for today. And tomorrow we will attempt to go up till 360. Tomorrow we will attempt to go up till 360, which will help us. If we do it at this pace, this will help us to cover up till 400 by the end of next week. Because like I said, there would be some potential issues next week. So to ensure that we still complete the 400, we might have to pack in a little more every day, so that we are able to complete our objective. I offer these words at the lotus feet of Lalitha Tripura Sundari Devi.
Thank you so much.
ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्माहमृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः करचरणकृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वा पराधं वीदमवीदं वा सर्वमेदक्षमस्व जय जय करुणाब्दे श्रीमहादेव शम्भो जय जय करुणाब्दे श्रीमहादेव शम्भो जय जय करुणाब्दे श्रीमहादेव शम्भो ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः